Good afternoon, energy developers of Nigeria. My name is Markus van der Merwe, and I am the Customer Success Lead at Okra Solar. Today I will demonstrate how using mesh-grid technologies, you can deploy up to 6,000 connections in just 120 days. Okra provides a complete off-grid energy solution. We sell our systems in the form of kits, including the panels, batteries, inverters, BOS and mounts, everything you need to deploy mesh grids from the ground up. At the heart of our solution lies the Okra pod, which enables the mesh grid. It acts as a smart charge controller, a meter, and is responsible for dynamic power sharing happening through the mesh grid. On the back end, we have an expansive SaaS platform, both a mobile application for field operations, as well as a desktop application for ongoing monitoring and control of the assets from anywhere in the world. Let's take a look at the installation process. Our customers make use of a team of 7 for each community they work in. One team lead, who is a trained mesh-grid technician, and 6 locally hired installers. And using this structure, we've seen how our clients can deploy at a rate of 18 to 24 households per day. Because of the use of safe extra low voltage DC, there is much fewer bureaucratic requirements involved in deploying mesh grids. On top of that, because assets are deployed at the household level, there is no need for land agreements. Environmental and social impact studies are also much less expensive because of these facts. These two things have allowed our customers to go from purchase order with Okra to fully commissioned mesh grid in less than 7 months. As with all energy companies, there is an office team that is involved in running these networks. During the installation process, however, the office team is mainly responsible for coordinating between the office, the warehouse, and the field teams. They also deal with things like tariff grievances coming up on a community-by-community basis that needs to be solved as the installation happens. On an ongoing basis, they are responsible for executing the business case and the overall performance of these networks. We encourage our clients to make use of 2 different types of warehouses: a local government level warehouse and a country level warehouse. The country level warehouse is where they will receive all the equipment from Okra Solar for any given pipeline. From here, they will source equipment to the local government level warehouses in a dynamic manner based on the amount of communities in that area. Using this method, they can do just-in-time delivery. This allows them to get the equipment out to site quickly, and if there is excess equipment after the installation is done, this can be sent back to the warehouse and repurposed in another community easily. For each community, there will be a team of 7. There'll be one trained mesh grid technician responsible for commissioning households using the Harvest mobile application. This person is also responsible for quality assurance of the installs being done by the local team. They also usually take care of the first top-up to ensure commercial operations can kick off. A team of 6 local community members will be hired and trained by this team lead. They are split into 3 teams of 2. One team dedicated to solar mounting, one team dedicated to household systems, and one for the distribution network. Okra provides a variety of training sessions to enable this system to work. We do equipment management training, where we train warehouse and office staff on the full bill of materials supplied by Okra, how to use the equipment in a modular way, and storage best practices for our equipment. We provide in-house training, either to our partners' teams or their subcontracted teams. Here we do a full demo installation at the warehouse with their technicians on the different types of systems that Okra provides. After a 2-day training and a supported field deployment, these technicians become certified mesh grid technicians. Okra also provides a variety of different onboarding sessions onto our platform, ensuring our customers can operate and optimize these networks over time. So to recap, a team for any given community will be a team of 7. One certified mesh grid technician who has received the full training by Okra. They have access to the Harvest mobile application, and they have access to Okra support via mobile channels. A team of 6 locally hired community members split into 3 teams of 2 for solar installation, household operations, and distribution and the distribution network. Let's look at how this plays out. On the first day, the team lead arrives on site with the equipment. He or she engages with the community leadership, setting expectations of how the deployment process will happen. They identify the 6 local community members to do the deployment with. They agree on compensation, and they provide basic health and safety training to these 6 community members. On day 2, equipment organization in the local storage unit happens. The team works with the local community team works with the team lead to unpack the equipment. During this process, they get some exposure to the equipment, gaining a basic understanding of where what goes. On the third day, the local team receives Meshgrid training. This is done by the team lead using an Okra onboarding guide. The final part of the training involves the deploying of the first cluster of 5 households, meaning by the end of day 3, the first 5 households go live. On day 4, installation kicks off formally. Each sub-team gets access to their equipment, and they can get started with the deployment process. Mesh grids are deployed in a kind of sweeping manner. Because only 1 in every 5 households receives solar panels, the solar panel team is the team that starts off first. Following the solar team, the household team starts deploying systems inside of every household. Lastly, the distribution team comes through and they connect all of the households to each other, creating the fully fleshed mesh grid. The team lead then comes in and does the commissioning of the household using the Harvest mobile application. This involves scanning all the equipment into the application and setting the package that the household will operate on. After this, they can do the first top-up, giving that household access to electricity. Using this structure, we have seen our clients have deployed at a rate of 18 to 24 households per day. This means that you have almost immediate revenues coming in after the team starts deploying. Lights start turning on the third day from where the team lead arrives on site, and the first tranche of the DARE subsidy can be claimed roughly 20 days after the team lead arrives on site, given a site of roughly 250 households. This can also be scaled infinitely. Okra can work with you to train as many technicians as you want. But let's use an example of a team of 6 Meshgrid technicians, each of whom operate with a team of 6 locally hired community members. If we look at 3 different states, we can see how we can send 6 trained Meshgrid technicians out to these different sites. They can go hire their 6 local community members, and they can start commissioning these systems at a rate of 18 to 24 households per day. Even in the more conservative measure of only 15 households per day, we can see how a pipeline of 6,000 households can be deployed in only 67 working days. You can deploy up to 6,000 households in a 13-week period where we assume only 5 workdays. Adding a little bit of buffer for things that go wrong and grievances that occur in the community, we can easily say that it's possible to deploy up to 6,000 households in only 120 days. That concludes my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to reach out to me via my email address if you have any questions or you want me to dig in further. Have a nice day.